What's up, guys? Brett Okamoto from ESPN, joined today by UFC welterweight Gilbert Burns, who, of course, just challenged Kamaru Usman for the UFC welterweight championship at UFC 258 last weekend, and he's joining us just a mere 5 days later. And Gilbert, thank you for the time, first and foremost. And I was going to ask you how you're feeling, but you must be feeling okay because we saw some pictures today surfaced of you're already in the gym. You're hanging out with Robbie Lawler. So, what are you doing at the gym, and how are you feeling physically 5 days afterwards?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, feeling good right now and kind of searching every single mistake that I did, before and in the fight. And that was good. I just went to the gym and same for MMA. A lot of guys they sport today. I was watching the sparring and catch up with Robbie Lawler. I just use him as an inspiration, even after the fight, because I know I don't know if he was the only one. I do believe he was one of the only one that lost the title and became the champion that same year. He lost to Johnny Hendricks. Then he got a couple wins against Jake Ellenbergen, then against Matt Brown, and became a champion the same year, 2014. So I was just asking him a couple of questions, getting a couple of advice for him, and it was a good talk.
That's funny, man. I didn't realize that Robbie Lawler was such a mentor to so many different guys because he's so quiet, he's under the radar. But when I was talking to Dustin Poirier before he fought Conor, he said that the night he lost to Conor McGregor in 2014, he got knocked out. He and Robbie Lawler went to In-N-Out that night, and Lawler was telling them like, "Hey, it's fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna go on a run. You're gonna be back." And then Dustin, of course, went up in weight, and now look at him. He just beat Conor, and he's been an interim lightweight championship. So Robbie Lawler, man, he's the mentor to you young bucks, I guess. I didn't know.
He's a very nice guy, and I'm very blessed to be with him in so much opportunities because Logan Storley is our guy. He's a wrestler from our team, and then he teach our kids. He teach my kids and Robbie Lawler kids every Sunday, every Friday and Sunday. They have wrestling practice at Sanford. So every Friday night and a Sunday afternoon, I saw Robbie right there. And I know he knows so much. A very smart guy, and I always make him a couple questions. I always come with little questions just to learn a little bit more from Robbie. He's a very nice guy.
Well, man, your kids are getting some good wrestling training if they're training with Logan Storley down there in Florida. So you said you've been meticulously going through the fight and looking for mistakes. What have you found? I mean, the night of the fight, you said you just got over anxious, you got too excited, you went after him too aggressively. Now that you have had time to really dissect the fight, what have you seen?
I saw a lot of different things. I was, the fact that Henry wasn't going to the fight, right? And I put another guy on his place in the corner. But I remember going to the break, right? The break between the first round and the second round. I was looking for a way, I was looking for a Henry Hooft that wasn't there, but I was looking to kind of that guy giving that kind of advice. And I was talking a little bit with Coach Greg Jones, talk a little bit with Daniel, Vicente Luque, and Fagner Rocha, but it still wasn't what they didn't give me what I was looking for, right? And instead of relax and calm down and think on my breath, get my breath down, get my heart rate down, I was overthinking what Henry was about to tell me at that moment. And I was kind of on my way to figure that thing out. Boom, we're back in the second round. And when I realized I didn't calm down. My heart rate wasn't going down. And when I found that out, it was even more frustration over frustration. So it was a lot of bad thoughts that doesn't happen with me very usually. Every time that I go to a fight, I have no emotions. I have no, not a lot of thoughts, and I try to live in that moment. But I guess I had so much in my head, and then it was hard for me to keep it nice and composed and follow the strategy.
Yeah, and I mean, we did talk about that before the fight. Obviously, there was a teammate fight, former teammate fight, and the part about Henry Hooft not being in your corner was definitely brought up. But I didn't feel like there was a ton of focus on it necessarily from just like fans and even media, I mean, again, it was mentioned, but it was not brought up in this huge way. Like going into the fight, were you nervous about not having your head coach there? The guy has been in your corner for the last 8 years, right? And so to be in a title fight, first title fight, and not have that familiarity there and not have that support there, was that something that you were a little concerned about going into the fight?
To be honest, I wasn't concerned because I thought he not gonna give me a lot of, he not gonna change so much. The way I was approaching was, Henry doesn't have the ability to change the fight results. But guess what? That freaking guy has that ability, And then the way I was approaching, I was like, you know what? If Henry doesn't feel comfortable, I do respect that because he got history with both guys. And I do respect that. And then I'm going to put another guy, and I'm going to do the same. But when the frustration come and when that anxiety and all the feelings start coming, I was looking for Henry, And but at my approaching, I thought I would be okay. But it's kind of like those feelings. Like I got everything is figured out. I got it. Don't worry. But when something happened, you're like, oh, I thought I got it, but I don't. So that was the cut, because I do respect Henry. Henry, to stay out of that, I do respect that. It's nothing above that. But I still missing Henry in my corner a lot.
So what was that like when you two had a conversation? What was your first conversation with Henry like after that fight? What did you guys talk about?
I saw Henry Monday. Like I had to go Monday to the gym, so I went. I didn't have to, but I kind of like to go to the gym right after the fight. And then we still didn't talk a lot. We talked a little bit, but we was during the class. A couple guys get fight coming up, and we're gonna talk. We didn't sit down like talk and watch the fights yet because especially his mother-in-law just passed away too. He's been through a lot right now, and we still gonna talk. We didn't have time yet. He probably going to Vegas tonight because we got three fighters. We got Chas Kelly this weekend, Phil Halls, and Jared Gordon fighting. So he probably going to the fight. So, but we're gonna talk about it.
When you look back on the fight, in addition to not having Henry there and everything you just described between the first and second rounds, do you feel like in the moment you may have overestimated how hurt Kamaru was by that right hand, or do you think he was really hurt after going back and watching it?
I think he was hurt, and I think I heard he multiple times from different angles. I still have my shin still a little. I still get a little thing on my shin from the head kick. The head kick was clean on Kamaru. I got a couple good right hands. I landed a knee on the guy's face. So to be honest, he was hurt. I know that. I know that poker face. I know that from training. I really know when he's hurt. He was hurt, but I was the I had a different approach on the fight too. I thought when he got hurt, he gonna wrestle me. That was my first thought. So as soon as I heard him, I was waiting for him to start wrestling, and I had a lot of things like a lot of setups, a lot of counters, and that didn't happen. He like hats off for Kamaru for that. But I thought he gonna wrestle, and then I was looking forward to grapple with Kamaru, but I think the way he approached you surprised me a little bit that he's gonna keep striking. And then I wasn't waiting for that, and that made me overreact a lot because you're gonna stay standing, you're gonna stay right here. I'm gonna keep on going, and then that make me load up a lot of things. I throw a lot of punches with a lot of bad intentions, but a lot. I should. If I was coaching me, I would say, "Hey, relax. You're hitting him very hard, but just keep doing what you're doing. Stay light on your feet, in and out movement. Keep moving your head. He just throwing the jab. He cannot. That's it. Just throwing the jabs. Keep moving your head." But I guess now it's easier to say that, than I when I supposed to during the fight.
Do you want to fight him again? Like because I know, and in some ways, I'm sure you don't, right? Because you guys are friends, you guys don't want to fight again. But I know you guys are both super strong competitors too. And one thing when somebody loses a fight, but they feel like they know why they lost it, then they want to fight that guy again, you know? So do you feel that way? Like now, of course, you still want the belt. You said you'll die trying. I mean, you will get that championship at some point. Would you like it now to be against Kamaru because you can right that wrong like in your own head, or would you still like were you hoping that like somehow, some way you can become a champion, not have to fight the guy again?
I like that question, but on a competitive way, I want to fight Kamaru again. I wanna. He's the best right now, and I want to be the best. He's gonna be for sure. I want to be the best. I want to be the champion that's even bigger than Big Kamaru. I want to be the best. That's why I'm in the sport. But on a competitive level, for sure, I want to beat him. I know I can't. Even I do believe my preparation was one of the best preparation I ever had, but the execution wasn't the best. I didn't execute the way I could. Even with that being said, I didn't execute the way I did. But tell me a guy that knocked him down. Tell me a guy that come on, the whole Nigeria, the whole fans, they go crazy in the first round. They almost had a heart attack. If they say no, they lying. And wasn't even with that being said, I won the first round. I knocked him down. I put the whole everybody like nervous. We still wasn't my best execution. So with that being said, yeah, I want to fight Kamaru again. I'm gonna pay the price. I don't want an easy way. I know that pain. I already said that multiple times, but I know that feeling. I know this pain, and I'm just being very cautious, looking every single step wrong that I did, and then I did a lot of little wrong steps that took me out of my zone. That on the Titan Woodley fight, I was in such a good zone. In my head, I was focused. I was like, man, it's nothing. I gotta be on my zone. And then I kind of prepared that better with that. On that fight, with that fight was crazy. A lot of people come at me, hey, you're gonna win. And I always block that very good. I kind of like, yeah, okay, but I still gotta work. But with so much people, there's a lot of things that I think that kind of helped me to take me a little bit away on my zone.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, not to make, I know you guys never make excuses, but do you think that you said before the fight, this fight last weekend, you said that the delay helped you, that delaying it from last July to now helped out because you could get your body right, you could focus on some conditioning things. What's up, little man? Did did you believe that? Did you mean it? And do you still believe it now? Or do you think the delay, because you were so hot last year coming off that Woodley fight, do you think that maybe the delay hurt you?
Like you said, no excuse. I think he helped me on a lot of things, but uh, I think it made me open up to a lot of mistakes too, because everywhere you're going, people, "Hey, you're gonna be the champion, and those voices, I think it play a little bit on my ego, that I always try to don't listen to that. I don't do listen to that normal, but it play a little bit on my ego. I was confident that I'm gonna finish Kamaru Usman, and I might I might said that I maybe underestimate him a little bit. Not that I don't know how good he is, but I was believing so much that I'm gonna be the champion no matter what. And yeah, I think that long layoff waiting just for this guy helped me, but play wrong on a lot of things as well.
Have you guys talked since the night of the fight? Like even a text message or anything? You and Kamara?
No, no, yeah, he said very good stuff right after the fight. He hugged me, and then he said, like uh, I remember clearly a couple of words that he said, that he loves me, he respects me, my family, and he know where I came from, and he know how hard it was. He said something that was one of his toughest fight, and then he got a lot of respect to me. Don't need that. We don't need no drama with the gene that he left. And then I agree. And then that was better said than done for me. I I I have so much respect to the guy that I just want to be the best. Nothing personal. I don't want to take food away from his family. I don't want to. No, I just want to be the best. And it happens that you being holding that belt. That's the only reason I'm fighting you. And that's it.
So, right after the fight, especially, on the night of the fight, as a competitor as you are, you said you wanted to get back in as soon as possible. Is that still how you're feeling? When would you like to
Yeah.
return, and who would you like to be against?
As soon as I can, like for sure, being smart and being as safe as I can. I cannot. Okay, let me get back next week. No, I can't. I got 45 days of suspension from the Nevada Athletic Commission. I'm seeing my doctor, Dr. Reeves from Sanford MMA, March 1st, and hoping to get clear. But I never know. But we'll see. I'm seeing him March 1st, and I believe I'll be ready to come back May or June.
Mhm.
And I want to be right back in the mix, And then I know a lot of talks, a lot of things are going on in the division right now. At the day that I fought, I thought the next number one contender would be Leon Edwards against Colby Covington, and that fight just not happened. How crazy it is! That's clear number one contender now. Kamaru is fighting Jorge Masvidal, and then Colby doesn't want to fight Leon. And those things just, bro, like sometimes you just gotta shut up and fight. You guys are fighters, just. But I kind of understand the business, so for me to get back right now, I don't know how the division goes until I be able to fight, but I do believe Leon Edwards has to fight anyone in the top five.
He's
If
fighting
not
Bilal
Colby,
Muhammad. He's fighting
he's
Bilal Muhammad.
that's crazy, right? Where's Wonder Boy? Where's these guys like that? It's crazy. So if he's fighting Bilal Muhammad, I don't know. For me, I got Wonder Boy right there. I got Colby Covington right there. Colby Covington is the number one guy. If you ask me, Gilbert, who you want? I would say Colby Covington. But Wonder Boy makes sense. Michael Chiesa makes sense, and Leon Wilder, everyone makes sense. I want to fight anyone and each one of these guys, but I gotta wait for probably May or June. And my number one pick will be Colby Covington, but we'll see.
I think it's an awesome goal to have, man. You mentioned right off the bat the Rob situation. So you're thinking you could fight 4 times and still finish this year as a champion.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, for sure. I do believe I'm healthy. For sure. The difference was Robbie didn't get TKO from Johnny Henry. It was a close fight, but that TKO was more my math being wrong, because I say I don't mind you give me that jab, but as soon as I land that right hand, you're going night night, and then that was me making a mistake. That was my wrong math with my killing mentality being too much out of control, and then like I don't care, I eat that jab. That jab is nothing, and I was eating, and then kind of playing in a big hole. But that was my math. Like I don't care, throw that jab as soon as I know that jab is hurting a little bit, but my right hand, if it lands, it's gonna hurt a lot more. So that was my mistake. So that was a big difference. Robbie didn't get knocked out from these guys. I lost by TKO, but as soon as I'm clear, I want to be right back in there and compete as my best against the best guys and make that statement again. I do believe Gilbert Burns on the good day with the good mindset, with the clean head, and with the good execution, I can be any one of these guys, and I'm not going to stop until I make that happen.
All right. So last question for you. Let's say you win 2 fights. It's December of 2021. You're standing across from Kamaru Usman again for the welterweight championship. Is Henri Hooft in your corner?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, yes. Has to be, like we're gonna talk about it. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm pressuring, but I don't want to pressure him. I want him to be there with his own will. But come on, that's my culture right there. That's a guy that I love so much, that I have so much respect. But that that relationship, on a lot of different terms of your life, sometimes they get to the end, right? And then I think that was it with Kamaru and Henry. That got to the end. Kamaru moved forward. Henry has to move forward, and that's it. I think I do respect the the decision that he had, but I think it's over. Now we're on the next step.
Cool. Appreciate it, man. It's great to hear from you a few days after a fight, and it's great to hear that you want to get back in there soon. I'm looking forward to whatever's next for you, man. Thank you for the time, Gilbert.
You're welcome, brother.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.